Hey fellow comrades, how you guys been doing? It's your boys here. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I've talked about this. I'm still in a bit of a pause here for Pokemon, but basically today I really felt like battling. I was on Twitch's stream, really? I was basically checking out my brother Chris. He was hosting the stream, and he was kind of taking battles, and basically I kind of felt like battling, and this is how the battle went. It was lots of fun. I hope you guys will enjoy it as well. Looking at his team, he's got a couple of threats, but we're gonna go into that once we get into that, basically. Anyways, I'm gonna lead with my Sanic, of course, you guys know my favorite, the one and only. He's gonna lead with Ninjas. Now, by the time he reviewed the U-turn, I was fully aware. I was 100%. Oh, scratch that. I was 110%, which is probably non-existing. Aware that he is Choice Bandit most likely. Now, he did finish me off by basically my recall, because one does not simply finish off Vert, and basically that is how Lapras came in. He couldn't really risk the Alcatel, that's why he switched out to Lapras. Based on the narration, based on the commentary he was putting in, he was kind of expecting the double edge, but Lapras' HP is way too high, so I did switch out to Luxray, Varia, to go for the superpower because it was basically my safest option back there, and he did switch out to Rhydon. Now, sadly enough, because Chris has something to do with bloody hell, his whole team is a bunch of male types, and I got robbery going on. That superpower barely scratches. I don't have Choice Band to kind of put in the pressure, so I did switch out to Weezing. I did go for the Sargent. I had to poison this because Rhydon is an incredible threat. Most of the things don't really hit it hard because most of the things he resists. Here I should have Boom Burst. This is actually Starset, but I got Fly on it. For some reason I had to have it, and I had to put it on, but I was no time to change that. So basically I decided to go for the Fly. I should have still Boom Burst, to be perfectly honest. This was originally a Choice Spec set, if I'm not mistaken. It's really crazy when you think about it, but this thing gets Boom Burst, and when you get Boom Burst, you can kind of scratch that lackluster special attack and still put in a whole ton of damage. So yeah, Fly was there just to rack up some poison damage to further in the pressure, the injury of Rhydon. But Rhydon, again, I gotta scratch it down. I gotta scratch it to hell and back, because really, when you think about it, again, as I said, most of the things will hit it for not super effective damage, and this thing will probably one-shot the majority of my guys. So I did go for Sunny Day. He did hit me, but I got Rocky Helmet, which he did not expect. For it didn't review on the game itself, because Rocky Helmet doesn't really review, so who's gonna expect a Blossom to be running something like that, something as cute as a Blossom to be having something like that is not to be expected. But it's a great situation, because Poison does take him out. He's gonna switch out to this. I didn't really know why he didn't switch out to his Fire type, but this is great because I do have the Fire Blast. I'm gonna go for Thunder just in case he does switch out to his Fire type now. But he does not, he actually stays in. Part of me was also thinking that he may actually take the Fire Blast based on the damage. This is probably a special defense, max special defense set with what basically a max HP investment and run Eviolite. So yeah, this thing is gonna come in afterwards, and I did not go for Thunder, because Thunder he would have probably taken, and he did make a marvelous move by actually switching out to it now, knowing that I'll not risk for the amount of HP he was at. Fire Blast may have, would have definitely been a kill after that. So basically, I go for the Sludge Bomb. He actually reviews me Fire Spin. I did not expect him to be running a firing tornado on my Majig. Basically, this traps me in, and it does take me out, but it just does not have the power to just take me out at the domain where I was at, because I actually run Assault Vest. Again, another Pokemon with Assault Vest. Still, I'm going to switch out to Magmar. I'm going to heat up the bell, go for the Focus Blast. I'm going to focus my mind, go down with a Blast, take down the Pokemon. He couldn't really switch out because Magmar is actually a huge problem. It can one-shot the rest of his guys with the right predictions involved, so switching in would definitely not be an option for him. Here is where he actually expect me to be Choice Specs. I was kind of hoping he's gonna be banking on that based on the Focus Blast taking him out, but this is actually, I believe, Modest Nature substitute set with Focus Energy, and I just don't have the Skull Plants on this, sadly enough. But I go for the substitute here. He did review the Meganium before this battle took place on his stream. The stream actually lagged a bit, so I didn't really see it firsthand in battle, but people said it was offensive Meganium, and I thought maybe he's playing tricks on me. Maybe he brought in a supportive Meganium. So I actually made a sub there, hoping he's gonna Dragon Tail or something like that, maybe go for something else, Toxic or something, but he didn't do that. and he did Dragon Tail me into Luxray. If he only Dragon Tail me into Magmar, that would have been perfect, but this is no bueno. Luckily he doesn't realize that this Luxray does not possess lots of speed. Varia is actually not that fast in this battle. For this set is actually max HP, Assault Vest, and basically attack. It's got Volt Switch, a couple of physical offensive moves, and that's pretty much as far as it goes. Blossom is in. I was expecting, you know, I could switch out to Varia, expect the Ice Shard, but maybe he's not gonna do it. Sadly enough, he did do it, and I'm just gonna, you know, stay in basically with his Lapras. But unfortunately, because again Lapras is male and I'm female, Robbery is not gonna kick in, and that's gonna mean that 25% is gonna go down, and that even with a crit will not be enough, for I am not even heavily invested in special attack. So Lapras is still kicking in. It's gonna force me to go for the overheat. I couldn't risk the Focus Blast because there was a chance I could miss. I could make a sub, but as you guys can see, he didn't even Ice Shard, which means he probably was fearing me of doing that. But he does switch out to Ninjask. Now the two remaining Pokemon on his team are the Ninjask and Meganium, while I do have the Luxray and Magmar. Unfortunately, he actually reveals me the dig. By the time I was actually in this battle, took place, I look at the stream, I look at the screen, and I swear I didn't see a Ninjask. I was like, where is the Ninjask? But then I realized, wait, he can get dig? I never really knew that Ninjask can dig away, but you know, basically he did get burned because one does not simply touch a Magmar. He is a fine piece of ass on his head. You know, you just cannot touch that and not get burned. It's a matter of life. It's logic. It's, you know, it's totally reasonable. Basically, I'm gonna go for the strongest move right now, take him out. I couldn't risk it. You know, I could have played around. I'm Assault Vest by the end of the day, so I'm not really locked into it. Recall will not be enough because Ninja's HP is nowhere near the level of Lapras, as you guys could see, and Meganium is gonna review that it can outspeed me without doubt and take me out with a Pell Blizzard, and that will be the game. That was a 1-0 score into Chris's favor. Basically, no matter what I would have done with Luxray, I would have pretty much failed short against the Meganium. Honestly, looking at it, I should have played a little bit different, but his Rhydon was such a threat. I had to poison it. I had to, you know, scratch it down, which pretty much cost me my Swallow at some point. I should have not go for the Fly, but then anyways, Fly would have been a long gone, or no matter what I would have done, because it pretty much resisted all my moves on my arsenal. But you know, that was a game, and that was a very, very fun match. It came down to be very close. I thought I'm never gonna come down to a 1-0 score, but I managed to somehow pull. Still, guys, hope you guys have enjoyed. Good game to my brother Sky. Always a pleasure facing you, man. It's always fun, you know, just seeing and new stuff. Basically, we brought in some threats and some of the not so threatening things. This time around, I didn't have my Malamar. This time around, I kind of bring in stuff that may make the game kind of fast, because he was kind of low on time. He had work, and you know how it goes. You know, when you're in stream, you don't really want to stall, and that is the one thing I was kind of avoiding when taking this battle. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for still sticking around. Haven't been doing much Pokemon, but I'm still kind of getting back. This battle was, you know, I was really feeling it, and I really want to narrate it afterwards. So, hope you guys will stick around. Don't worry, coming back soon. I still got a couple of things to do, but until then, you know, just keep it strong and have a good rest of your day, night, wherever you are right now. You know, keep it up and peace out.